Hello up there, and welcome back to ATM10 to the sky. This is episode 11, and I'm super excited that finally we're going to be looking at wireless. Yes, we're going to finally set up a wireless crafting terminal, all the goodies, because for us to get to this, we need a reaction chamber, and we need a crystal assembler. Crystal assembler is not so fun to make because we need intro infused ingots. And the only way to get intro infused anything is off an intro seed. So we'll craft one of these, smack it on a Fluix block. Hello? And we're going to surround that with growth accelerators, crystal resonance generators, and so on and so forth. And hopefully we'll get to have some fun with a little bit of Geores. Because right now, bees are great. We'll still focus on bees. Don't worry about that. And this smelting stuff, it's great. It's great and all. But once you start getting into Geores, you start realizing that none of that really matters. It's much easier with Geores. Let's go ahead. We'll get started. We'll make the seeds first. Okay. I don't know how many seeds we need to make. Maybe we'll start with 8 because it does double. So maybe we'll start with 8. Get our Fluix blocks. Maybe we'll do, well, no matter what, we're going to need a bunch of these to craft with. Trust me, we're going to need these. We're going to need a lot of these. And then we can start looking at our growth accelerators. I'm not going to deal with the boosted growth accelerators or the directional growth accelerators just yet. That's for a later project, but I'm keeping them in my little hotbar just so that I remember, because these are what we're going to use for all of our Geores. But for what we're going to do with this, we're just going to stick with growth accelerators. Wow, I really can't say that today. So growth accelerators are what we're going to use primarily for the intro dust for right now. But our entire mystical agriculture farm is just going to be growth accelerators. So then you can kind of see a difference between just a normal growth accelerator from AE2 compared to the boosted growth with the directional growth, what we're going to use with all of our Geores and how quicker they are. So let's go ahead, and I need more Fluix cables. I think I only need 16 altogether, because for these we're going to make 4. So we have our 4 growth accelerators, and then these crystal resonant generators, we're going to make 4 as well. This is free power. Just to let you know, it is free power. You don't have to do anything with it. Might as well make our reaction chamber while we're at it. There's not much to it. Thankfully, we already have all this kind of set up this way. So then we can just click and go and be done. Reaction chamber is done. We can't build the crystal assembler yet because we need that intro. But I'm happy just to have the reaction chamber already done. I really can't talk today. Let's go ahead. We'll go down. I'll explain a few things. So I did set up just the 16K crafting storage with crafting units on it, so then I can use my pattern providers. This is super easy to set up. You can kind of set it up however you want. I just went with the 16K with what we're doing, and then just 3 of the crafting units. Also, I did set this up. So this matter condenser was just doing matter balls at first. But I changed it to do singularities. And this one now is just matter balls. Because, for one, we're going to need matter balls, a ton of them. And singularities, we're going to need a bunch of them anyways. And you can turn matter balls into singularities But since I'm able to run both of these at the same time, I'm okay with that. I finally figured out my issue with running the pipe from just the sink over there. I guess it was just the angle that I had it at and it didn't work, but this is, finally working. I do have, the netherite cobble gen underneath of it just to help feed in items, just to make this a little bit faster. Just to let you know what I did kind of off camera. So let's stick the... I mean, we could really just stick the reaction chamber really anywhere. Let's just kind of go right here. And I'll just run some normal cables down to it. Nothing super fancy. Just to give it power. That's the only thing I'm really worried about. And then this you have to fill up with either water, lava, or anything else. I might just bucket in what we need just to have this running. And then we'll set it up to be able to change out from water to lava and honestly whatever else we really need. So I can click that away. And then let's go ahead and get this intro seed, which I have. So with these, if you right click it on a flux block in the world, flux block will turn into a budding entrothized flux. So I thought about over here. I don't have any blocks on me. Let's get some blocks real quick. And I'll kind of show you what we're going to do. So let's just grab a stack. So what I want to do is if we have a growth accelerator. Now the sides, I don't know if it's going to matter yet, but we'll find out. So if I go here and here. So what I want to do is force it to grow on the front and the back. Magnet on. And then we'll stick these crystal resonance generators on here. Okay. And like I said, it's free power. So if I stick the intro seed in, these should start budding. Could I speed you up? Unless I have to change the direction of these, which I may have to do. I don't know which way these are supposed to face. It's supposed to go this way. I bet there's a certain face to them. That one's charging. So if we turn... Well, there's one, but I want these to grow quickly. So I wonder if I change the face of these real quick. Well, that's not what I was wanting. But I mean, it is growing. It's not growing the way I want it to. Because that's just going to give me shards. I don't really want shards. I'd rather have it growing on both sides. I mean, it is giving me what I want. That's quicker than I can click. So do we have 3 running? No, this one isn't. I was hopeful I was going to get 3 running at the same time. Okay. So now we have a tourist course block. Okay. Let's try this one more time. So that should... They're all 4 running. Okay. Let's do another block. Do another intro seed. And this should go a little bit quicker this time. There we go. That's what I was wanting. A little bit quicker. But we do need a lot of this. So we got 12 intro crystals. I'll probably just use up the rest of these intro seeds. And then we'll kind of see where we're at. Totally didn't want to do that. That's the story of my life, right? You're always kind of messing up. Are these energized again? Yes, they are. Okay. So let me go ahead. I'll finish this up. And then we'll see how many intro crystals we get in the end. All right. So we ended up with 56 intro crystals and 13 shards. Which I think is kind of nice. That's a good amount. And a bunch of Certus quartz blocks. So now we can just go ahead and clean up. I'll take the growth accelerator off of there, the resonant. We already know about that. So then to make this crystal assembler, we're going to need intro infused. And to make this quantum processor, we're going to need printed quantum circuits, which is going to come from a quantum press with a quantum alloy. Quantum alloys are 4 copper, 4 shattered singularities, and 4 singularities just to make 1. Ooh, that's pretty expensive. So you need 1 to make the printed, to make the quantum press. We need 1 of those shattered with an engineering and a logic. So let's go ahead. Let's grab the engineer press and the logic press. So we can make the quantum press. So engineer, logic. Those aren't still over here, are they? Oh, maybe they are. Engineer, logic, calculation. I don't need the calculation. I need the logic and then engineering. And then we need a shattered. That's what it said. It was a shattered singularity, which is a singularity, 2 ender dust, and 2 skystone. So let's grab 2 of those. Or 3. Just grab those. And skystone dust. I'm gonna end this rain real quick. Let me inside. I don't know why I've still left my bed here. Oh boy. Okay. I understand. I'm on a beach. So with that, we have everything that we can throw in our reactive. Now, what does that have to go with? Is the question. To make the quantum press. So reaction chamber, lava. Let's grab a little bit of lava. I don't have automated lava yet. That's going to be coming later on. So let's just grab 2 buckets and we'll do a bucket at a time and see. Can I just drop you in there? Okay. That might even be too much. Oh. Okay. That's fine. Let's go with this. So it is working without any upgrades. I'm just trying to make sure we can get enough of this because we do have enough matter balls that it's not the end of the world that we're using this much. But it didn't produce anything else. I think we got a bunch of things to clear out. Cool parts. What did I do? Oh, growth accelerator. Oh, okay. Iron Geo shards. Geore shards. Okay. I'm not going to make the cranked one. Yeah, that just gives me a wooden crank. I'm not worried about that. That gives me diamond. And you give me diamond. Okay. So we'll definitely be making those later on. Let's go to extended AE. Had a feeling that was going to be a part of this. We got 4 more. We will be doing this for sure. For intro. We can just make a B for it. Matter condenser in a cell. These things are from extended AE that don't require intro crystals. More resources than you ever need. Infinite cells. I want these infinite cells. I'm telling you. Infinite everything. Infinite lava. Infinite dirt. Infinite moss blocks. Andesite. Gravel. Tuff. Granite. Diorite. You name it. Is a part of this. And honestly, the water isn't too bad. It's the other ones that are a little iffy. Like the lava one. Needs unobtainium, vibranium, and all the modium ingots. 3 times blazing crystal with a 256 million mega storage unit. But we would have infinite lava, which is kind of a goal. And we are going to make Geores for obtainium, unobtainium, vibranium, and all the modium. So that will happen. I will take all this for sure. Specific sided patterns, advanced pattern provider. Looking at you, mechanism. So if I make these, oh, I don't get anything for it. But yeah, this is the main thing that I do want to get in the end is a quantum computer. It's a big box, a big purple box. Yeah, I don't know if I need the lava in there, but it's okay if it stays there. So we got our shattered. Let's just keep going down the list. So we'll take the engineer and the logic press with the shatter up here, which would be great. I don't think it's nighttime yet. I don't think it's late enough. You know what? I hate doing this. I don't like clicking that. I don't like cheating things. But the rain has got to go. Let's do 2 for now. Oh, it's going to eat it up. Quantum press. I did not know it was actually going to take that item from me, but okay. That's fine. So we got the quantum press. So printed quantum needs the quantum press with quantum alloy, which is 4, 4, and 4. With quantum infused dust. Maybe I did not make enough of these. Might have to go make another one. Because I don't know how much that dust really uses in the end. 1,000 millibuckets. Grab a stack of the matter balls and let's see how much. $64. Let's just do 2 of those. So let's get Get 2 of these. Might need to throw speed upgrades in there. Come on, let me get back up there. Make it a little faster. So that didn't really use up that much lava in the end. Let's get a little bit more. A little bit more real quick. Do 4 more. Matter balls happen so quickly. Insufficient power. But not anymore. That just did a lot to make those singularities, I think. Yeah, I think this thing can hold it. I think it's the power that's getting sent over is the problem. Yeah, we can get rid of that. So let's go back. Let's see here. Reaction chambers, quantum infusion. So now I need water in there. I have a bucket. Wait a minute. No. Or was it? So it makes 1 bucket. So 1 of those. So 4 buckets. 4 buckets of water. Okay. So we got that. That was quick. That was very quick. 4 copper, 4 shattered singularities, and 4 singularities. Okay. Not too bad. Some copper. I feel like we're going to need more than this. In the end. But at least if we make 1, I'm happy. Quantum alloy. Is that going to be under applied? Oh, yeah, I did a bunch of stuff. Let's get all this. Grab it all. Tiny TNT is the only thing I need to do for that. Oh. Okay. Wish it would have given me a little bit more than what I got, but that's okay. That's okay. So we have 1 quantum. Which is going to make the printed. And then that'll be the intro. I think right now the 1 quantum is all we really need. And it's always raining. Everything. It's always raining. So the raining would end. Alright, so we came back and we're going to need a stack of lapis, a stack of redstone, a stack of gold, and a stack of silicone. I only grabbed stacks just to make it a little bit easier. So we're going to have to make these intro crystals, which we do got 60. So we got to turn into dust. Is there a good way of doing intro dust? Is there a way to double it? Or anything? Inscriber is 1. Crusher is 1. 1. It's all 1. That hurts. That kind of hurts. That's ender dust. So I need 32 of these. Let that go for a little bit. And then look at what goes into that press. So the quantum press, which we have, is going to be quantum press, quantum alloy. No stack upgrades, but that's okay because we're letting this go. 32. What I needed was 32. So there's our printed. So we got the printed. So printed redstone. We can remove you. Do printed. One of you and one of you. It's going to make that. Awesome. Now to make these intro infused 32, 32, and 32 to make 64. So 32, 32, and 32. With water. Put my buckets away. Water. Perfect. Slap you in there. Does it need more water than that? Intro dust, redstone, gold. Am I confused? Lapis. That's why. Huh. Way to go, me. That was quick. Oh my god. So 32, 32 fluix can make 64. So I have to do that a little bit more. Because I should have done that first. That's okay. We still have the setup. And making those seeds aren't that hard. See? Easy. Easy peasy. Since we'll need 2 of those. I'll do that off camera. So at least now we've got the quantum processor. We just need to get this pattern set up. Quantum processor. So let's make our crystal assembler. Look at us going. Quick and easy crystal assembler. And honestly, you could go right next to this. And one in the back, but Crystal assembler. So all we really need, get rid of you. Get all this stuff made up real quick. And we'll have wireless power. Wireless everything. I need to make 2 of you. Oh, I thought I knew how to make you. Okay. So 2 wireless receivers. There's our MA wireless port. And then you require the quantum crafter, quantum processor, and this pattern, which uses the advanced. Wait a minute. Quantum crafter. What did I click on? Do I need to make an extended though? Should just be able to make that. See, sometimes these things move so quick. And you don't click on the right one. I think we have all fallen for this. And the other way does use the crystal assembler, which I would be okay with making. So I need a Fluix dust. Could I have one that's got upgrades? Cool. Get those upgrades going. Somewhere else going to need wireless boosters. Well, Fluix dust as well. And I don't know how many boosters we really need, but we shall see. Good amount. Throw those in there. Let's make 4 boosters for now. And then, nope. Dense cables. Or the dense cells. You need quartz glass. More Fluix. We're getting there. We are gonna get there. 8. One of you. Wireless. Wireless. Boosters. Wireless access point. Go right here. Throw some boosters in there. Device not linked. Did I click on the wrong crafter? That'd be hilarious. Crafter terminal. I did. Crafting terminal. Ha! 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 That's okay. You know what? It wouldn't be one of my episodes if I didn't mess up. More glass. How am I out of glass? Well, that was easy. I'll pick up some more whenever I come here. Boom, boom. Yeah, I totally was not paying attention. That said craft. Wow. Derp on my side. Oh, that's good. It wouldn't be my type of episode if I didn't mess up, right? See, you always want to make sure you double check. And I pull what I did. So let's do that again. So I need AE wireless crafting terminal. Looks pearl, quartz fiber, glass is done. Done, done, done. No. 8. Whew. It's like speed running. So then we need wireless. Oh, AE wireless. Do I need a linking tool? Or am I allowed to click? There it is. Wireless. Whew. I don't know how far I can go. Not very far. But you know what? If I'm here, I'm still good. But over here, out of range. I don't know how many of those wireless upgrades you can add. The wireless boosters. I just made a ton of them. What's the limit? See here. Can I go over here? I can. Okay. At least we're here. That's all that matters. Cool. We got that. Wireless crafting. Woo! Thank you. And I'll worry about the Entro seeds off. Off stream. Off game. Wow, stream. That's one thing I want to do though. I haven't streamed in a while. I think that's why. So we got that. We got that. Cool, we got that. Let's see what we're gonna work with next. So it took a little bit longer than I wanted to spend on getting wireless. But I mean, it's so nice to have. I highly recommend getting wireless. But let's hop into the next thing real quick. And that is Geores. So what I did is I've got 9 of each of the ones I'm going to make. I'm going to make uranium, diamond, iron, gold, emerald. And then for us to get the uraninite is we're going to have to make an ender crafting setup with some ender alternators. That'll be the next episode to get us uraninite. But that's going to get us one step closer to getting vibranium. Because we need all of those with some crystalline ingots, which isn't hard to make, but it's also another thing we're going to have to make. We're going to have to make an elite crafting table, because this is what you need to craft out crystalline ingots. Yeah, it's an elite crafting table. You can do the same in an ultimate, which we'll probably make later on whenever we go to make the ATM star. But for right now, we'll just make the elite one. Yes, it's a large crafting. But that'll be next episode, is getting vibranium and hopefully figuring out how we're going to get unobtainium. Let's go ahead. We'll start with the first one. We're going to throw in emeralds. And we're going to drop a sand right off to the side. It shouldn't take too long to make. And then we should just be able to pipe that out. I may have to speed this up. First one, emerald. So this is what we're going to do for all of these. Throw all the sand down. Grab these over. Now to make this, I'm just going to remake the uranium one. And just do that for all of them. Make it a little quicker. Was that enough gold? Not enough gold? I thought it was 9. Was it not? I need more? How much more do I need? 9 as a block. Am I confused here? I really need to get that meat out of there. A block is 9. So why did it call for one more? Okay. I guess I'm confused. Grab one more ingot. Diamond will grab another one. Uranium I might need to grab another block for. That's strange. Grab another uranium. Another 2. Throw those in there. Well, see, there's a diamond left over. I'm confused. Well, you know what? That's okay. Maybe I confused myself. Yeah, that was all of that. Okay, so then we got another diamond in there. That's okay. So now that we've got budding emerald, gold, iron, diamond, uranium, 2 uraniums to be exact. Now, I think there's a little difference with the uraninite, but we're not going to really look into that just yet. I need quartz. I didn't do quartz, did I? Nope. Quartz, easy. I have it on me. I just did not grab myself a sand. Let's grab the sand. We'll throw some quartz in there. Sand. Quartz should be melting perfectly fine. It shouldn't mend with anything else. Molten quartz. And then with this setup, we're actually going to be making the directional growth accelerators and the boosted growth accelerators. So that'll definitely be the next episode. But I'm happy to say we got that going. The only problem is this uraninite. It's not the easiest. Or it's the vibranium. I mean, it's not the easiest because you need 5 times sand. And I don't know if I need to update this. Okay. So, looking at this, we need to get soul lava. The only way to get soul lava is a warden. And funny enough, I do have in my hotbar a personal shrinking device. So what we'll probably do is set up a little island, probably with walls. And we're going to basically spawn in a warden. We're going to catch him with a mob device. This guy right here. Mob guy. Where you at? Hello. I know everybody's like, it's right there. But I don't see. There it is. Right there. Mob imprisonment tool. We're going to use one of these and we're going to capture ourselves a warden. And I don't know how expensive a stasis chamber is going to be for us. Please don't be that expensive because we really need this. That's not bad. That's bad. That's really bad. That's really bad. Okay. You know what? That's fine. So we'll be jumping into Industrial Foregoing to be able to get pink slime. That's okay. Because we can attach that to our mob farm, let that run, and then we can get ourselves some pink slime. It's not the worst thing. It's not the worst thing. But the stasis chamber is really the main thing that we need because it's going to trap the actual warden where it needs to be. Okay? Are we good? I think we're good. So we were able to get wireless. Wireless is working. Just like that. And funny enough, I look up at my quartz block in my face. But we got that, and we got a bunch of the Geores, which will be auto-crafting into diamonds, ores, and everything else. Just so then we can start getting ourselves closer and closer to vibranium. Which, right after this, which we already get this. That's not the problem. That's the easy part. It's the vibranium is the issue. And then once we got the vibranium, we have to deal with unobtainium. That's going to take a couple episodes. But all right, I'm going to end it here. Thank you all for watching. Question of the day, actually. What's your favorite Geore? For me right now, I'd just be happy to have vibranium. But at the same time, it's kind of cool that we can take all of our resources and just use Geores and not have to worry about sieving or anything else. All right, catch you all in the next one. Check out my little red eyes that are telling me to place a block forwards. All right.